Jones, what you on?
Top of the morning, God.
Good morning, man. Shine bright.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Introduce yourself to the people.
Yo, I'm Illanoize Jones from Illanoize and Illanoize Radio. It's popping.
Yes, sir. Where you from?
Man, I'm from Chicago. I'm born here and grew up in Urbana, Illinois. You know.
Oh, that's what's up. I didn't know that. I'll be in Bloomington.
Y'all word? Yeah, I got a lot of people out there in Bloomington, man. The 217 know me well, man.
Yes, sir. Champaign, Urbana. That's a decent area. What's that? Illinois State? Not Illinois State.
U of I.
U of I.
U of I in Parkland.
Yes, sir. You went to college down there?
I did a couple semesters at Parkland for a little bit.
You graduated?
No, I didn't graduate. No.
Yes, sir. Did you do any frats, anything like that?
I was cool with some iotas. I was cool with some of the iotas. That's how I got into radio and music and DJing.
Yes, sir.
They taught me that shit.
The connection. We were just saying that for the camera cut on. It's about connection.
For sure.
That's what made me ask about the frats and all that.
Yeah. They used to have me up at the Black House. It's a radio station. It's a black radio station. I don't know if they still got it out there. It's been a minute, but yeah, I was out there at the WBML building. I was a youngin too. I was in middle school.
Oh, early back in the day.
Yeah.
My next question is going to be how long you've been interested or in radio.
Yeah, I got introduced into radio and music early, like 8th grade, 7th grade.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I mean? The IOTAs took me through there, through like this mentor program, sat me down, took me to the WBML studios, showed me how to do it. This was when it wasn't digital. It was digital, but it was just turning over.
Still analog.
Yeah, and all that shit. That shit was looking like a fucking spaceship.
Right.
It was wild because you had to go down to this basement. It looked as creepy as hell. Shout out to Gene Finley and the president, Terrence Pure. He go by Keto now. He be producing this shit.
Shout out to them. We appreciate y'all.
And Ben Simmons and all them guys. DJ Bonsu, what's poppin'?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you say you got introduced to music, hip hop, and all that, and radio also back 8th grade.
No. I got introduced into creating like a radio show and that shit through them at 7th, 8th grade. My aunties and my mamas, I remember they used to throw parties in the Robert Taylors and listening to the Parliament and stuff like that. My auntie used to play WGCI all day. And I used to listen to that shit and just record my favorite songs over they tapes. I used to get beat for that.
I definitely remember that, catching a song on the radio.
What?
Hurry up real quick.
What? Press pause, put some tape in, that, still record. What?
Real quick.
I used to get beat. I killed everybody tapes.
You grew up in Robert Taylor's?
I was born there. My mom, my aunties, and I had aunties and that cousins that was still there. I was born in 88, Mercy Hospital.
That's what's up. No, I asked because a lot of people who grew up in environments like that don't turn out to be as well-rounded as you are.
And that's because we moved to Champaign.
How old were you moved down there?
I was like 8 or 9.
Oh, okay. So before the Chicago BS got to you, Mom got you up out of there.
Yeah, but you experienced so much between like 8 or 9. You know what you see out here.
Yeah, you know what's up out there.
Man, by the time we left Chicago, I done seen a nigga get knocked out over some gangbanging shit. I was young, and my mom, I'm the only boy. So like I had older cousins, you know what I mean? Especially in the projects, like my aunties. Her son that I wanted to be like, and I was chasing around. Shout out to Lil Prentice. I was trying to chase around him. I was young, but I couldn't keep up because he was a teenager.
He out and about Chicago right now?
Yeah. He doing his thing. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, he doing his thing. And then, you just have people that you see, it was just a lot of people I grew up around from the hundreds to the low end because I stayed in the hundreds too. So I went to
all around.
Yeah, I went to Carter, Bradwell, and Mount Vernon.
You went to Bradwell?
Yeah.
East side,
Yeah, I went to Bradwell, Mount Vernon, and Carter before we left here.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Before we left here in 98 on everything.
What was the reason with all the bouncing around?
Chicago. Everybody everybody trying to survive. My mom, my dad, you know what I mean? They were just making their way south.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, make their way outside the city.
Yes, I was gonna ask that next. You wrote your mom and father.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many siblings you got? You said you the only
3.
boy?
3 sisters.
They older than you or younger?
I got one sister that's younger than me. The other 2 older than me.
That's crazy. So how was it, as being said, how my older sister gonna make me suffer? How was that like growing up?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. My sisters was tough. Like my sister Tamala, like real shit, I ain't gonna lie. Anybody that went to Mount Vernon and Julian, they know my sister. Tamala used to hang out. They used to have a little gang back in the day, gang of girls. She used to hoop. She taught me how to play baseball. She taught me how to fight. You feel me? They taught me music. That was my interest. That was what I heard. You feel me? From the Crucial Conflicts to the Twisters to the what's their name? Psychodrama. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm hearing it through them first. You feel me?
Psychodrama still slept on.
You feel me? I remember who else they used to play. Just all the shit, man. All the shit from Nas to Hove. This early on, Biggie, Tupac. You feel me? I got all that through them first. You know what I mean? They in the house playing it, you know.
How many years older are your sister older?
About 6. About 6.
Oh wow, okay.
6 and 9, both of them 6 years in between, 9 years in between.
So as a kid, who would you say you listened to in the music business?
Who I listened to?
Back then?
Back then?
Like who was your, for me, Bone Thugs and Harmony was like my first CD I bought, right? First tape I bought when I was a kid.
My first, think about the first thing I purchased, the first thing I used to listen to like over.
The first thing that was yours, like you was vibing to. You ain't even have to purchase it.
I ain't have to purchase it. It was I say Twister, Adrenaline and Rush.
Oh yeah, that's still a classic.
That shit was like a fucking, that shit was hard to turn off.
It's still, like, right now you got the
like that shit. It used to be a good neighborhood.
Right. My wife, she say that.
Or smoking reefer. That shit used to be funny as hell, but it felt Chicago. Like you hearing it sounded like a movie. You close your eyes and you hear from the intro, the skits. It just completed like a fucking movie in your head, and you just created your own image, which was dope as fuck to me as a shorty.
That's definitely crazy because Twister, to me, that CD is timeless because I can cut that on right now and still let it ride.
Facts.
Do you think we still got music like that coming from Chicago?
Yeah. Hell yeah. You got guys like Juke Jilla.
Yes,
we were speaking on earlier. Panamera P. Joel Q.
I've never heard of him.
Film Dot. Fader.
Film, you say Joel Q, Film Dot?
Film Dot, Fader. AM Early Morning. Like, it's a lot of guys out here that's making great music. Huncho Hoodo, he back home, but that Life I Live project he did, fucking phenomenal. And that was in 2015.
So when you say he back home, it made me think like, okay, do you think that the lifestyle of Chicago with the whole gangbanging situation is stopping us from getting further and further?
Oh no, bro went to jail on some other shit. He was hustling.
Okay, it
wasn't it wasn't no gangbanging shit. He was hustling. He got caught up in the feds.
Okay.
But he backed up free Huncho. Welcome home, Huncho.
Welcome home, man.
No, but the gangbanging shit, bro, I don't think it's a big problem as it used to be. Like you say, I feel like shit, you feel me? Now everybody coming together. It's just certain crews don't fuck with each other. Certain cliques don't fuck with each other. You know, the media popularized it as something else because they don't really know what's going on here. But you see GDs, BDs, Vice Lords, Moles, you see them making music together all the time. You see niggas from the west side making music with niggas from the south side. It's all you see it every day. It just don't get popularized because you don't see the main artists doing it a lot. But shit, look at Dirk. Dirk got he signed, like, what's the nigga name? C3?
Luke, somebody GD, somebody Blackstone. It's like it's a few different sets.
It's a few different sets in that, but you know, they turn ain't came yet, so they could really shine. But when it come, that's them. They from over there. Everybody fuck with who they want to fuck with. That's all.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's no different from anywhere else.
I just view it as like, okay, we had some major people. You as you say, Dirk is like the major star from Chicago right now. It started with Keith, and then they dwindled down to a few other artists. But Dirk is the one who's really doing songs with Drake. He's really getting the big stadiums and all that other stuff.
Right.
And it's well known that their side don't mess with other sides.
Right.
And I just look at it like if those sides can get together instead of it being a situation where we're telling viewers from Japan, Africa, Germany and all that not to like this side. Like that, I'm not from 63rd. Anytime I go on the internet anywhere, I tell them I'm from Chicago, they ask me am I from 63rd.
Right.
So that one thing right there, that kind of got the whole world against 63rd. You know what I mean?
But I mean, you don't hear nobody telling 50 Cent and Ja Rule to get together.
True.
You feel me? You'll never see it.
True, but to me, it's the same thing. That's still prohibited in that situation. I'm not from New York, so I really don't know the mix.
We can't. I mean, the thing about it is, as long as people just stay their separate ways and everybody get their money, then it's cool. You know what I mean? I think that's just what it is. They gotta grow. They gotta mature. But then when you still have people that's close to you that's still in it, it's kind of tough because you're still losing loved ones. And so, I mean, the best thing to do is everybody get money and just, you don't bother me, I don't bother you. We don't have to hold hands and sing Kumbaya, which is what everybody want to see. But shit, the government don't even do that.
Right.
Because look what you look at Ukraine. Look at the shit going on with Ukraine and Russia.
Shit, America, period. We invade everywhere.
Exactly.
Act like we
ain't never held hands with nobody. Shit, they ain't even trying to hold hands with us now.
Right.
Look what Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd. Like, we dealing with that shit every day.
At home,
man. It's wild. So I mean, you can't say let's hold. Why they can't hold hands? Look, this country is built on violence.
True story.
You know what I mean? It's built on what? Even the North and the South in this very country went to war with each other. The North and the South. Gee, that's nothing. Picture us going to war right now. We will be technically the North.
Facts.
And we will have to go to war. Our shit.
The war was over us.
You feel me? So think about that, bro. Think about that time. Government still don't get together. The Republicans, the Democrats.
Right. Red and blue.
It's gangs. It's gangs, bro. They don't agree. And if they don't agree, then if they disagree, if it's a disagreement, what they gonna go do? They gonna go to the media and shame whatever you push.
The other side. Yeah.
Say, that's like niggas going on Twitter. Or niggas going on social media. Same shit.
True story. But to me, that don't mean that that's actually cultivating what we need. I don't think that it's still going down the route that we need. I don't think everybody has to be kumbaya. There's always going to be disagreements. Not everybody thinks the same. But I just know as far as where we're at with it.
Right.
We, the black folks and all that, we got so many people we're losing or we're lost. We're so far behind. People don't even know about credit. People money in order.
Right.
We instant gratification. Everybody buying this, buying that, and not saving. I just look at it like we're far behind. And yeah, the government is doing this, but we're not in a position that we can sit and chill for 6 months. Certain people in these government positions, Buddy them ain't got to work for a whole year straight, and he got credit, money, and relationships to build them up. Us, where we're at, a nigga have a bad 2-3 days in the hood and ain't made no money. Now he is real drastic for him.
Right.
So we don't have the luxury of going back and forth. That's really the point of view I'm coming from. Right. We don't have the luxury to keep going back and forth.
But it's survival, man. Remember back in the day, you hear old folks talking about it when there was a community. If one person didn't have it, the next door neighbor would. You feel me? Nowadays, it's survival. You feel me? We don't know how to protect each other, and we don't know how to be there for each other.
And that's where I'm coming from with it, because okay, to me it's like if I'm filling up my cup with poison, you know what I mean? Only got a little bit of space for water. There's so much poison in it, and we don't know how to survive. We don't know how to do all these other things. To me, I ain't got time to call this other black man out. I'm trying to reach out to you to show you, look, here's my hand. You can use it whatever way you want to. I'm finna go back to keep grinding, but hell, if you need these situations, I got you.
Right.
I ain't trying to tell you, no, you're an ops there over there. I'm telling you, this is my block. I'll deal whatever I do to build this up. Come on over, do whatever you need to do to feed your family.
Right. Most people don't think like that. You know what I mean? That's a part of the people you was raised around. You know what I mean? We have to be the change that we want to see, type shit. You feel me? And we have to be that. We have to practice what we preach. We have to stand on what we believe in. Most people, they mindset is survival. When they mindset is survival, they not thinking genuinely.
True story.
You know what I mean? Most people live to just get through the day. They're not living to prepare for tomorrow or next week. You know what I mean? And that's what's fucked up nowadays.
And I think that's what's separating the ones from who getting quick stints, having a few days of enjoyment, a few days of success, from the ones who having a decade and a long term.
Yeah, think about it. Most people plan like somebody that's planning for today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. They move different versus somebody that's trying to get through the day. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I was with my people last night, and yeah, it was a lot of rushing, and I pace myself. Right now, when I'm doing this, I talk a lot or whatever, but for the most part, when I'm with my people, I'm in the cut, and I realize my son is like that. He really don't say too much of nothing. He's very observant, and then when it's time to strike, now he's doing his thing.
Right.
And yeah, I do hear what you're saying.
But you can see it in the track. You can see it when we driving. Niggas will do $150 just to get to the red light.
Right, this is the real life.
Niggas will chop right in front of you just to get into the red light. And start a traffic jam. If we was all patient, traffic would flow.
Yes, we're gonna figure it out though.
Yeah, for sure. Everything happens, man. Chicago, this country, this shit ain't nothing new, you know.
It ain't.
From the Al Capone days.
And we got a lot of that gangster shit from that.
You know what I mean? And that shit's just this shit changed, times changed, everything's changed. You know what I mean? Even the political shit here ain't even straight.
Because we're not originally Democrats. A lot of people don't even know that.
See, I didn't even know
I think it was J. Edgar Hoover who said, "I'm gonna have these niggas voting Democrat for the next 400 years."
that. And look what he did.
And it's been since I think he said that in the 60s.
Look how they praised Abraham Lincoln, like he freed the slaves.
Man, that was a political move. It made sense for the
He
money.
wrote it in the fucking news. He wrote a letter to an editor, a paper editor, and told him what he was doing.
That's correct. I didn't know that.
Hell yeah, I read that shit. I like, ain't this about a bitch?
But that's what that's what we caught up in. We're glamorizing what the media puts in front of us. We're told that Abraham Lincoln cared so much about us, but he cared more about his political stance than anything.
They cared about them pockets. That's what they cared about. But if niggas knew history, bro, shit would be totally different. Like, they don't tell you about the Jones brothers was the first millionaires in the city over there in Bronzeville.
Put me on who's the Jones brothers. What they do?
The Jones brothers was the niggas who started what that shit called numbers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They was doing the number shit. They went to war with Al Capone.
And Sam Giacomo, yeah.
You know what I mean? And them niggas wanted that money. Al Capone wanted that money because they ain't never seen no shit like that. Them brothers over there was putting money into their community. And shit, like I was reading some shit, they was millionaires one day, but they was broke the next day. But they'd get rich back again the next day because all they did was put the monies into education, the clinics, and they was funding all the business and the aldermen. The black aldermen at that time, I think, was like the mayors at the time. It was real deep. I ain't read the book in so long, so I don't want to quote anything. But yeah, bro, like them niggas was them niggas back in the day, the Jones brothers.
And that's Chicago.
Chicago. And what put me on it was Quincy Jones. I was watching the Quincy Jones.
Chicago.
He from Chicago. You gotta don't nobody speak on Quincy Jones in Chicago.
Yeah,
This nigga that made Thriller, the theme song, the Star Wars, E.T.
Damn near everything.
Everything.
Will Smith, he made Will
without
Smith.
Fresh Prince, without Quincy Jones, there's no Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Man,
You feel me?
So it's just
We don't.
what you said, the history. We don't know.
We don't know the history of our people here.
But that go back to what I was saying as far as filling up my cup. If I put so much if I got ops in my cup, I got pills in my cup, liquor, we don't got time to fill it up with the Quincy Jones situation or the Jones. Okay, when you said this, I just put that together. Was he related to the Joneses?
Who, Quincy Jones?
To the Joneses who started the numbers?
No. He just wanted to be a gangster. That's what he said in the interview. When they was like, what you wanted to do? He's like, I wanted to be a gangster. I wanted to be like the Jones brothers. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Let me go do my research. Because I don't know them niggas. I ain't never heard nobody mention these niggas ever in my life. But when I heard Quincy Jones speak on it, he was like, his dad used to run with him and shit back in the day. And he was like, he wanted to be one of them. But he wasn't. He got into playing instrument. He was playing the trumpet or some shit.
He just went off as some music.
Yep.
That's wild though. We don't speak on Quincy Jones enough, and a lot of us don't. I never knew that Jones was the reason, or even Chicago was the reason behind the numbers. But I knew it come from the black folks, and I knew the mob folks.
That was the Illinois lottery.
Exactly. Now it's $1 billion industry, probably $1 trillion industry, and we ain't getting none of it.
No. Yeah, but that was the agreement was a percentage, 20% or some shit. It's supposed to go to education and back to the city. We ain't never see that shit.
What's crazy, I want to say on some 2019 shit, I did a play about numbers in London. I was in a play, and they didn't even bring up the fact that it was from Chicago. I did it with the woman who, what is her name? Something Tillman. Miss Tillman, she owns the Harold Washington Center right now. I think of her name right now. But her father is the Tillman.
Oh yeah. She used to have a show on She do radio too.
Yeah, she do radio too.
She do radio too. She used to be at WVON when I was working there.
Yes sir.
Yeah.
Good people. She took us out there. We did the
very nice lady.
Yeah, definitely very nice.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name, but her daughter's brilliant. Her daughter like 16, like reading at a college, like been at college level type
That's
stuff.
What happens when you in that environment, when you come from people like that and they put this in front of you, you gonna be destined for greatness. You gonna excel. And
that's why I be pushing the narrative as far as, okay, let's kumbaya in a sense, because it's like the more and more I got the people up under me looking at me like, okay, I gotta buy this bottle, I gotta chase this op. Now that's what's getting filled up in his or her cup.
Right.
It's like I'm putting Hennessy in their faces. You got 3 different options. You got water, you got Hennessy, you got juice. Eventually you're gonna see what this Hennessy about. And then you're gonna forget about the water and the juice. And instead of us constantly putting that in front of the babies, let's give them some. Let's give them the Jujillas. Let's give them the Panamera P's, and all that. Let's give them the Illinois, Joneses and all that, instead of constantly giving them the, let me ride with a 30 pop, let me shoot the op. If you come from that, okay, I can understand that, but why keep pushing the narrative if you ain't got to do that right now?
I mean, it's just time. It evolves. It starts with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, we have to be the change that we want to see.
Do you? My bad.
No, go ahead. Do you think?
Do you feel like you had a positive upbringing?
Yeah, I do. Even though it was a lot of, we grew up in environments full of negativity. It's what you get when you at home.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? What you get when you at home, and I got a lot of love at home.
Your pop still in motion?
No, my mom and my pops transitioned.
Sorry for the loss.
They both transitioned.
They did their job. They got a great son out here moving.
Yeah. You know, my mom and my OG, man, they was wild, man. They was wild. My folks was wild. They was cool as hell though. You know what I mean? They just just stay in school. That's it. That's all they wanted. Get through high school. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Just get through high school.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like my mama didn't play that staying at home shit. None of that. You gotta go. Early in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning.
You got to be doing something.
You gotta go. So hell yeah, shout out to them, man. For sure.
Do you have kids?
No kids.
Congratulations. I promise. Kids are expensive.
I hear. I ain't got none yet. When it's time, I'm gonna shoot a club up. I'm gonna shoot the motherfucker up. Yeah.
You gonna keep it at one club, or you?
No, I mean, hopefully I can keep it in one club. I don't like the club hop.
Yes, sir.
Club hop can get expensive.
Man, dangerous.
Bottle service, entry fees,
man,
all that.
This club can be cool, fine and dandy, serving wine, and this motherfucker all Hennessy all night long.
Yeah, listen. I'm cool with my wine. I'm cool with some wine, but no, I ain't found the right club to shoot up yet. But when I do, y'all will know.
Where does the name Illinois come from?
Well, Illinois. Jones or Illinois is the brand.
Well, both.
Well, Illinois, I'm from Illinois. That's what it was. My name, Illinois Jones, it came from that, me just being from Chicago, and then also being from Champaign-Urbana. And I felt like those are two intricate parts in the state. Like, both of them, with Illinois and the shit that they got going on down there. They got like there's some computer shit they got, and they got a lot of data on it that I heard about. And This was around the time I was coming up with names and shit, because I had about 5 different names before I stuck with Illanoize Jones. And it was just like, nigga, you from Illinois, so you gotta represent. You gotta represent wherever you go. You gonna be Illanoize Jones. So it was that, and plus, Hoodlum was my favorite movie.
Right. Okay.
And cause I was like, I can't be Bump. That's already taken.
You kind of look like dude a little bit too.
So it was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be Illanoize Jones. Cause Illinois Gordon wasn't fit. And plus, I looked up to, I fucked with Bump J heavy.
Yeah.
This is my
Bump J here or the?
No, Bump J here.
Yes, sir.
Cause I used to be on him heavy, like from the grimy bills and shit. And he had a fucking like a YouTube video or some shit, and he was talking about how he got his name, how he read through the papers, and he saw the movie, and he was like, that was it. So when I saw it, I'm like, it only confirmed, all right, this Illinois shit is inked in mud.
There you go.
Cause that's like my connection with him. You feel me? And I always wanted to work with him too.
Bump.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do you think Bump get like his just due?
Without Bump J, you don't get the music. You don't get drill music. Without Bump J, you don't get drill music. Cause he is everything the city represents.
The real Chicago.
Like even just Chicago, period. You hear it in his slang. Like he said it. Like he say tip. Like niggas ain't saying tip and they shit. Like niggas don't even know what the tip is.
Yes, sir. It's like 30 pop or op, all these terms.
Like he was saying that shit in 2009,
2004, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's saying that shit and it's like, damn. You listen to me, he represents Chicago so heavy. He talking about the gangs and shit like, yeah, dude tough. Him, Sly Polaroid.
Yes, sir. Sly?
Them niggas some dogs, you hear me?
Dog. Sly still too underrated.
Hey man, Sly got the hardest line that I ever heard. That nigga say, he say, won't hire a nigga, but say, keep the hope shit when I connect. Like, Sly got cheaper coke. I was like, what the fuck is these niggas on, man? That nigga hard.
I gotta get Sly on here. You gotta get Sly on Illanoize Radio, too.
I wish I could get Sly in Illinois. Man, listen.
We're gonna try to make that work. I'm gonna reach out to a few people.
Man, I be tagging him and all type of shit.
That'll be hard, though. You really just gave me that idea right now.
Yeah. I mean, shit, but like I said though, you got Bump, but you got the snipers, you got Crucial Conflict, you got
Psychodrama, yeah.
You got fucking Marvel, it's so many motherfuckers in the city that was doing their thing to where drill it flourished. I call it drill ain't shit, but our version of gangster music. You feel me? That's all it is. Drill is our gangster music. You know, Cali got their shit. You know. With them niggas in Atlanta and the South, they got their shit. Everybody has their own version of gangster music. You feel me? And I think drill just our version of gangster music. No matter how it's produced, no matter what, it's our version of gangster music. It's some shit we understand.
And by Chicago being so influential, our sound, what we are,
right,
just travels.
Exactly. Like you gotta think about it. When niggas first started listening to trap music, motherfuckers wasn't, what the fuck is trap music?
Yeah,
niggas from Chicago was like, trapping, nigga?
Yeah, we wasn't really trapping at the point. We was on the block.
We was on the block. We was on the tip, at the tip, like
yeah, that's up.
But that's the culture they have down there, and it came up here. So now, we never really had an identity of our own until drill music came.
True story. Wow. And it was part of the internet too. Without the internet, we wouldn't have catapulted like that.
But drill music, shit, like, it's not even what people make it seem. If you go listen to Pac, man, drill is totally it's not what people make
it is now.
Yeah.
So my next question, well, it's down the line, but who was more influential, Keith or Louis?
Louis. Because you got to think. Louis was that nigga. You feel me? And everybody fucked with Louis. Everybody was listening to Louis. Even Keith was listening to Louis. He was the big dog.
To me, he the one who influenced everything who was out right now, the Herbs, the Dirks, all them, without Louis, to me it wouldn't have been no them. Like the word that he used, the member, the rude boy, all that, the smoking dope. Niggas wasn't smoking dope.
Yeah, I mean, but I look at it like this, right? You know how Atlanta got Future and Thug?
Mm-hmm.
We had Louis. Louis was our Future.
But do you think he get the respect that he deserves?
No, I don't think he do. I mean, but who does? Chicago has this thing of once you hit a certain point of your career, you old. Move around.
That's not just Chicago. That's hip hop culture.
Nah, because you can go anywhere else. You can go down south, and they still show love to their legends and the people who paved the way. You can go to New York, and they still paved the way for their niggas. Like KRS-One, no matter what the fuck he do, he gonna get the red carpet wherever he go.
I disagree with that.
Chuck D gonna get the red carpet wherever he go.
Certain people, yeah, but I don't think
like Marley Marl, them niggas get love wherever they go.
In certain
that's why
situations.
that's why these niggas still do documentaries. And they able to do tours. Like they do tours in the Bronx.
Yes, sir.
But it's because of them niggas.
So to me,
like Twister, Crucial Conflict, they don't get they just do.
I don't think it's the ageism thing. I think it's more about the segregation and gangbanging.
Nah. I think it's just Chicago. Once it's a new trend, we own that. Like this is what's popping. That shit old. What y'all do? That shit old. True. We ain't listen to that shit. Matter of fact, we ain't even playing y'all shit no more. That shit old. That shit ain't popping. But you go to Atlanta, you'll still hear Rocco Dash on the radio. You gonna still hear K Camp on the radio. When last time you heard K Camp on the radio up here?
Right, no.
But you gonna go down there, that
nigga
vibe.
He busting down there.
Paul Wall, you go to Texas, Paul Wall still that nigga down there. True. Mike Jones still that nigga down there. Them niggas Trade the Truth, them niggas still bumping. Yeah. You go to New Orleans, man, shit.
No, you talk some shit though. You definitely is. Cause like if you catch the wrong week and you wear a jacket or some pants or some shoes, you last week, what you doing? And now you a goofy now.
You know what I mean? Like, remember at one point niggas wasn't wearing black ones.
Right.
Niggas what? You wear what, nigga?
You wear, right, exactly.
You feel?
See, I remember ones was like $40, $50. Was you old enough at that time?
Hell no. I was a shorty. They was $60. I think they was like $72 when I was a shorty. And then out of nowhere, them bitches hit $100. And I was like, what the fuck? Y'all fucking up the game.
One's like $150 now, ain't they?
Shit, I don't know. I don't buy them.
I swear to God, I
don't buy them bitches no more.
Them some one days.
Listen here, I'm a Reebok classic ass nigga, man. It got to a point where you just want to be like, I think I was like 25. I was just like, damn, niggas don't wear Reeboks. I was listening to Juvie.
Oh yeah.
I was listening to Juvie. And my dope boy Reese. I'm like, damn, I ain't had no Reeboks in a minute. I'm gonna go buy about 3 pairs.
Do you think Juvie get the respect that he deserves?
Nah. Without Juvie, you don't get Cash Money.
You don't get Nicki Minaj.
You don't get Wayne
at all. Without
Wayne, it's no Wayne if Juvie don't blow.
Facts.
They put the house on that man.
Yes, sir.
Tom was everywhere. You would be with Jason. That shit was hard.
To me, Juvie got a style like Gucci, like Louis.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, it's like they got to draw with them lines. ... I like an artist who just follow the beat. You feel? Yeah. That's why I was bumping that Finesse 2 times. It's not like a program thing. I don't need no, like, I don't need to trace no lines. Give me a blank canvas. I'm gonna create this. And that's the way my mind works. So when I see somebody articulate things in that way, I appreciate it more than somebody who's following Jay-Z's pattern.
Right. But that's the ill shit. But like, I tell people this all the time. It's hard for me to even, like, now the deeper I get into underground music and local music here in Chicago, I miss the mainstream shit if I'm not out at the clubs. Because we got everything they trying to push out on mainstream.
Yeah, we do.
AM Early Morning been making music for a while since I started doing radio here, since 2011. He been doing his thing for a minute. And shit, the music, no disrespect to him, but the music that Griselda, them niggas making, and Eastside Guns and Benny the Butcher making now, shit. AM Early Morning, Vic Spencer, they been doing that shit for years.
You finna make me listen to AM because I fuck with these elders.
Yeah, listen to AM early morning, listen to Vic Spencer. You gonna hear it, bro. Like, them niggas hard, and they been doing this shit just as long.
Who's your top out of Chicago right now?
Woo! Top 5?
Top 5.
My shit changed, like, every day. My shit changed. Every
As
day.
of right now, what's
As
your
of
top
right
5?
now, I have to go with Fada, Jujilla, Film Dot. Damn, hold on. Now you gotta be sitting up. Now you got a motherfucker sitting up. All right. So I gotta go with Fada. I gotta go with Film Dot. I gotta go with Jujilla. I gotta go with P. Damn. Can I get a 6-man?
Do your thing.
All right, for sure.
Honorable mention.
I gotta go with Joel Q, and this nigga named Asar.
Asar?
Asar. If y'all don't know who Asar is, I'm telling y'all, the nigga cold.
Okay.
The nigga cold. Shout out to my boy Ro Marsalis and them niggas nice.
You put me on. I'm a little old, so I'm out of the loop in a sense. I be just locked in. I'm trying to create, and I just so happen to like luck up on bumping into Panamera Pete.
Right.
And I'm a preacher. Like everything G's rock. Like
It's
really
tough. Him, and Reem, that whole pirate shit, nuts. Then you got Jujilla, Nut G. Nuts.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Then out west, you got niggas like Flex,
I don't even know.
Lil Blessing. Shit, man, it's some niggas out west, man. They fucking the game up too. Damn, I forgot buddy's name. He was just on the show. It's so many of these niggas, man. I can go through a list and name. I listen to this is all I listen to on the regular.
But this will get me back to the Kumbaya mind frame because if we got all these gems in this city,
Weasel Sims, Jay Hayes.
Weasel Sims, J. Hayes.
Jay Hayes, hell yeah. Weasel Sims, Jay Hayes. See, it's coming to me like the Matrix.
Yes,
like
sir.
the numbers in the Matrix. But these niggas who just be moving through the city, but these niggas fuck with each other. Jujilla and Panamera P, they from the hundreds. But they be fucking with everybody. They make music with everybody. Kid Breeze. Can't forget Kid Breeze, one of the hottest rapper producers in the city.
Who you say with top
Go
females
Hayes.
out here right now?
Producers?
Either what?
What you asked me?
Females, top females.
Females? Oh man. So all right. It's a group called Mother Nature. They tough as fuck.
How many of them is it?
It's 2 of them.
That I like that name. That name hard.
They hard. They hard as fuck. You got Mika Luciano.
Oh yeah, me? Yeah.
Mika Luciano hard.
She been in it too.
Yeah.
I don't think people give her just due for real.
Freddie Olso, tough. Yadna Kale. Damn. You got Carla G.
Yes,
Carla
G
G.
talking that shit.
Carly G. Man. Who else? Dog, it's a lot of them. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget nobody, dog.
Look up Mellow Bucks. She from No Limit 150.
Boss Ari.
Boss Ari.
I just heard she got a song called Southside. I just heard it yesterday. I just came across Boss Ari. She got a song. I'm telling y'all, this the hardest shit I've heard from a woman rapper, but she new to me, so I don't know whoever else know her, but her shit hard. Who else I fuck? It's a lot of female artists, man, that I be in tune with. You know what I mean? You know that you come across.
But back to what I was saying though, like that's another reason why, again, the Kumbaya shit, because we have all these things. Not everybody got to agree all the time, but if we got a main goal, if we want to get these kids out of having to stand on these blocks, stand on these bus stops, stand on these parks and get shot, not having what they need at night, going to sleep hungry, not having the clothes they need, or just their mom and dad just over partying when they supposed to be cultivating their kids. If we don't have those things in order, like we gonna keep sending them down the wrong path, and we have an opportunity where millions are coming in.
But then it's up to people like us to hold them parents accountable, because we see it.
Not
can't
just
ignore it.
Not just the parents, them too, but what I'm saying is the little homie on the block, if he's doing too much, if we see him moving wrong, we gotta let him know too. Yeah.
Think about this, right? I was when I was working at WVON, right? And I was talking to this guy, I forgot his name. But he was telling me, he like the difference. Because we was going back versus, I get offended a lot of times when people say, y'all young generation is fucked up because y'all don't listen to nobody, this, that, and the third. But I be getting offended and shit. So he was telling me I'm like, man, nah, because you old niggas be tripping. Like, y'all niggas be in competition. Like, you old niggas want to ride clean like us. Y'all niggas trying to be young still and steady helping us and paving the way and giving us game. Y'all want to close the door so we won't move up. He was like, the difference between y'all generation and our generation is we had a lot of public servants. Y'all have a lot of self-servants. And that shit hit me. I'm like, damn, nigga, you just fuck. I ain't got no rebuttal for that. You feel me? But then there was also too, like, just peeping the game, and I was just like, and I hate to think of that shit set on my mind so much, and I ain't had shit to say about that shit he said, and then a couple weeks later, that shit happened in remember that nigga that shot up the movie theater? The white nigga with the orange hair, he shot up the movie theater when Batman came out. That shit was everywhere, right? So I'm working at WVON. Everybody calling in. Now WVON is a prestige talk radio show here in Chicago. I don't think a lot of people know that, but they was the first. They was what WGCI and Power 92 was back when James Brown and shit was popping.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was that station. It was, it was only so many black stations in major cities that black entertainers can go through and for the black circuit. Mm-hmm. And WVN was that for Chicago. But so a lot of black people was calling in, like people like older people was just saying, I'm listening to this shit because I was working board. I was a technical producer. But you hearing people call in and they just saying, this boy needs some help. You feel me? He needs somebody. He needs something. He needs something because he ain't right. Right? You hear that? This white man killed motherfuckers in the movie theater. And you have callers calling in saying he need help, right? Fast forward. Some shit went down in the city. I don't know where it was, but it was highlighted everywhere, tabloids everywhere. You know how they do the city. 150 people killed. Yeah. Same pick. The one thing about WVON, they have like a strong core of listeners and callers. The same callers. You gotta lock these animals up. These ain't nothing but animals. They killing people, woo, woo. What's the difference between these kids and that man that shot up the movie theater? They all need help. They all coming from something. I'm sure these kids that's doing this shit have way more traumatic experiences than the nigga who shot up the movie theater. But y'all don't want to see them. Y'all not saying get them help. Y'all want to just see these motherfuckers locked up.
Is that self-hate?
Yeah. I mean, is it? But is it a thing where people they scared of these niggas now? Like older people are scared of their own people now. We scared of our own people. We scared of our own people to the point where it's a thing where you can't tell nobody. Like we off me and you, we both from these environments. When you walk through your block, no matter 10 years ago, it's the same shorties you'll still see, right? And they give you the same respect you always gave them, right? So if you tell them, yo, you move around, they're gonna move around. But if you never ever spoke to these shorties, and then all of a sudden you wanna chastise them and give them some structure, they're not gonna listen to you.
Now you gonna opt at this point.
I mean, yeah, you who the fuck is you, old man?
Right.
Because I've been right here. One thing about us, man, bro, we want other male attention. We want an older man to give us structure. We want an older man to give us guidance.
Facts.
So I've been outside since I was 7. Not one time have you spoke to me, said anything positive to me, gave me any type of structure or anything positive, but I'll move from around here. That's all you ever said to me. Now to the point where I'm 17, 16, 15, even 13. Now you want to tell me to pull up my pants or what I need to do? No, what you need to do is take your ass in the house like you've been doing.
Right. Because you could have prevented me from even being this person.
You could have gave me some game. You could have
Right.
gave me some game. You could have gave me some structure. We don't communicate with our own people. We see the fuck shit that's going on. We ignore it. We ain't in our business. Go right in the house.
And I see we do that for convenience too. Like, let's say if it's fucking up our money. Let's say, like, okay, you had an interview with Sherman, what's his name? Sherman Thomas?
Yeah.
That was my favorite
Diddler.
interview y'all did. Yeah. Because it was very informative. He
Yeah.
told me a lot of things that I didn't know about. The Sears Tower situation is the first
Yeah.
one. Actually,
On
West
Home
Side,
Square. Yeah, right there. That shit fucked me up because I used to work over there.
Yeah, I had no idea that there was another one before this. Like,
Yeah.
it was so informative, and we're not getting the real history, the real jewels. We're not really talking to these kids, showing them what's up, showing them what their value is, until they get to a point where now my pants sagging, or I got a gun, this and the third. When you could have prevented, you could have showed me the way. That I do agree with you. As men, we are looking for somebody to guide us that way.
Yeah.
I get on my son nerves like motherfucker, but he be wanting to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, think about it too. And plus, by that time, they 16, 17, they ain't respecting shit. They ain't respecting you. They ain't respecting you, a hard-working, earnest, hard-working man who earn an honest living. They not gonna respect you. They respect the nigga with the cars, the money, the bitches, the gun.
Yeah,
They respect that nigga. So only that nigga that they look up to is the only structure they gonna follow. Because
you haven't been there.
Yeah, because he winning, and he lived through, and he know and he know me. Versus you, you know what I mean? You working for the, it's crazy, man. I think we just have to be there for our people. We have to understand, man. You gotta be that, man. Even if I see shorties all the time, and give them advice or tell them how to move, or just try to be some positive light. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy out here. Yeah, it's definitely crazy out here. No matter what, you are appreciated for what you do, because you paving the way. There's some kid right now who's watching your show, who see like, okay, this is an avenue I can go down, versus all. When I grew up, all I saw was niggas on the block serving, or robbing. And right now, what you're doing, you're giving people other ways to see, like, other options to go about things. I don't want nothing that you're doing to get overlooked. As we say, the Bump J's may get overlooked, the King Louis may get overlooked. I don't want you or whoever else I interview, I don't want y'all to get overlooked. So this is my way of showing my appreciation. So let you know, like for real, it's love. Like, a lot of people ain't taking their time out to do these things.
Sure.
It may not seem like it's much, but bro, you stamping time in history. Every time you push publish on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever way y'all publishing these things, Spotify, all the platforms y'all own, every time you push, play, publish or whatever, you're stamping that time, and it's going to be that 10, 20, 30, 40 years.
For sure.
And now these kids got a trail to look back like, okay, he didn't just start today and instant gratification. He been on this shit. But on a lighter note, the Illanoize Radio, you never gave me the name behind that. You gave me the name behind the reason behind your name, Illinois, but not Illanoize Radio.
So like I was at Windy City Underground and .com at the time. I was doing radio, and there used to be this shirt. I didn't come up with the name Illanoize. An artist by the name of Biko, my brother. He was a rapper, and he had this hoodie on the motherfucking wall. Now, if anybody know the history of WindyCityUnderground.com, where Doma T. Pongo, who's now MTV correspondent, Ricky Rampage, who's now on air talent for Power 92, this is where they come from. You know what I mean? Shanika Speaks, Greek Pacific. This is where we all come from. This is our foundation, WindyCityUnderground.com. J.R. Bang, Beyonce Fox, like this is the foundation we come from. You know what I mean?
You said some real legendary names right there.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot more. Drea O. I think that's.
Drea O. That's nice.
Yeah. So we all come from Windy City Underground. You know what I mean? Sure. So bro had his hoodie on the wall, and I'm like, this nigga got this shit on the wall. Mostly everybody put their CD covers up there, right? So I took the hoodie, I put it on. Cause we was youth streaming. We did a lot of youth streaming, and I would, and he had hit me up, and we locked in, and he was working on an album called Illanoize, spelled the same way, and I was we was chopping it up, and he was like, yo, like, what you think about I was thinking about doing a blog site. He already had a blog, and it was called Illport. And he was like, let's team up. Let's, you know what I mean? I'm finna switch things over. Come be a writer. I'm like, all right, shit. I mean, I don't know shit about blog sites. I'm a hood nigga, but I'm transitioning, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck I'm doing writing a blog? I ain't doing that shit, man. Get into it. We lock in, and he changes the name to Illanoize to his album.
And you were already Illanoize Jones.
I was already Illanoize Jones at this point. I'm spelled like the state. He is spelled ILLANOIZE. Yeah. So the blog site is popping. You feel me? It just takes off underground wise, right? So now I'm at a point where I'm fed up with radio now. I don't want to do this shit. You feel me? Like money coming in the hand. Niggas money. It's money time. I need to get some bread. I need to be outside. I'm seeing niggas riding foreigns, niggas lit. Hell no. I need parts, you feel me? Bro hit me up like, I was done with radio. And he was like, yo, the culture needs you, bro. Cause I was doing mixtapes and shit too. I was still doing mixtapes. I was on tour with Tony Cartel at one point, shout out to Tony. And when I got back in the city, it was just focusing on, I hit this thing called Home of Drill.
Home of Drill?
Home of Drill. It's a web series that I created a while ago. And I was focused on that, but I didn't want to do radio no more. And he was like, yo, you need to get back into radio because there's nothing for artists, no platform for artists. And I was like, bro, I was saying some shit that I knew that I felt wasn't going to happen. So I'm like, bro, the only way I do radio again, bro, if I get a radio station. And he like, man, now you just talking out your ass. Basically, he ain't say that, but he was just, nigga, I ain't trying to do all that. He said, let's just start with a radio show. I got a spot that's gonna let us do our show. Ooh. I said, listen, all right, but bro, I want a radio station. And then we just took that Illanoize thing and just created Illanoize Radio.
That's dope that your name is Illanoize Jones. I thought it had to do with your name, honestly.
No. So he was, by him being, Bigo was a rapper.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so when he first presented it to me, the thing was he was a rapper, but we was doing so much for local talent and artists. He didn't want him being a rapper to be a conflict of interest of other rappers fucking with the brain. So he felt like, shit, your name Illanoize Jones already, so this is the perfect match.
Okay, you could swerve to you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the pressure on you, and motherfuckers gonna come to you too. So you know what I mean, like, and then I was just like, man, I ain't doing that shit. But then I ain't doing that shit. But then Rick Ross had put that fucking video. He did that interview with Breakfast Club. Shit, my dog got a blog. I'ma support his blog it's my blog. I'm bogus as hell. You feel me? Let me call my nigga up, bro. I got you, G. Whatever you need me to do, I got you and shit. Man, bro, always been locked in. We been locked in, and then shit, I trained him on. Yeah, that's my dog.
Y'all definitely got a vibe up there. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed watching y'all show.
Man, but the thing, bro, we just want to be a staple in the community, bro. That's all, bro. We just want to play our role and help bring a light to the city, bro. Positive shit, bro.
I know a lot of times when you are living in the pool, in a sense, just a metaphorically speaking, you don't realize the temperature of the pool that you're in. It's just normal to you at this point. But once you step out the pool, oh damn, it's cold out here, it's hot out here, whatever. You are a staple right now. You guys are a staple right now. You guys are doing the work. You may not see the numbers right now, the money at this point, but just keep going down that path. Y'all been in it 5 years now, right?
Yeah. We had our 5-year anniversary
last week.
October 14th, 2017, I think, was our first. Yeah, 14th. Yeah, the 14th.
Congratulations on 5 years. It's a long time.
Appreciate it, man. And shout out to Elliot. Shout out to Elliot for giving, and Logic Radio for giving us the opportunity, you know, for having a radio show. And rest in peace to Big Kev, man. Cause they definitely looked out. You know what I mean? So KG, shout out to KG. I apologize. R.I.P. KG.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
This So Illinois is not pronounced with an S, but everybody and their mama pronounce it with an S.
Yeah.
Did you guys play on that?
Well, it was from his album. He had an album called Illanoize. Illanoize.
Yeah.
Like
Ill Sound.
Yeah, Ill Sounds, Illanoize. Shout out to Illanoize Radio. That's also on Illanoize Radio. Shout out to Jay, Everyday Jay and Groove Loop, who's phenomenal. And they also writers for the blog too. Like most of everybody that's on Illanoize started off as writers for the blog site. Pretty Riot, First Class, who's now a part of No Jumper.
Oh, okay.
Chocolate Baddie, Kiara Washington, Raw, Ruler is also a part of Illanoize Radio, Smash Cash Radio, Radio Rahima.
Radio Rahima?
Yeah.
I like her name. She went crazy.
Who else? Let me see. I said everybody's name. Everyday J, First Class, Groove. Shit, it's a lot of us, man. Fusion Radio, Brian Stinson. Shout out to all the goddamn DJs who hit us with mixes. Big Tank, Campaign Camo, DJ Sean, DJ Freddie B. We used to have DJ MH Titter sending us shit. Shout out to DJ Evie. What they call themselves? DJ Evie. What the fuck? I forgot they shit. Baddies Only. Babes Only. Shout out to that whole DJ crew.
Y'all got a mean foundation.
Those just people that were sending mixes to us, man. They helped us
get
to where we at, and there's people that's still helping us right now as far as still pushing it, you know what I mean? We want to be what other stations are, you know what I mean? We just want to be what it is to be from, we want to represent Chicago. That's it. That's all we want to do. We just want to represent Chicago.
Yes, sir. Y'all doing y'all thing. Like I said, y'all are very much so appreciated. And 5 years is a long time to do anything, let alone a radio station, keep producing content over and over again.
5 years for the radio show, 2 years for the station.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's Corona. Y'all dead smack into the Corona?
Yeah, we bought a fucking radio station and
fucking
Corona.
That's
Fucking crazy.
Somebody rich.
Nah, shit. Hey, man. Hey, listen. I was like, shit. We was tweaking out, G. That shit, we was bored. And I was like, I was about to buy some vending machines. That's what I was about to do. I was about to buy some vending machines. And then me, Biko, and Jay, Everyday Jay was like, man, fuck it. I was like, y'all niggas wild. We finna do this shit for real. We don't know what the fuck finna happen.
So Corona had already started?
Corona, this was 2020. It was right there, like.
It just started. Y'all just say fuck it.
It was like busting. The Corona was here. Motherfuckers was getting that shit, boy. Motherfuckers, we weren't supposed to be outside.
And y'all done started a radio station where niggas gotta sit.
We started the whole radio station. We had the interviews. Man.
But that's why y'all gonna last though.
Man, that shit funny. I ain't never thought of this. We wilded out for that. No cap. Damn. That shit real. Shout out to everybody that was, the crazy part, we was still having guests. People still was pulling up in the heart of
Corona.
In the heart of Corona.
Most of our people ain't really take it all that serious, honestly.
Hell no, because we was still outside.
Still outside.
I know I was popping out.
Ain't nothing changed.
I was popping. Them was the best times to go kick it.
I promise you. I'm flights everywhere. Flights were so cheap.
What? I went to Dallas.
I'm everywhere. Whole
Dallas,
Corona.
Texas was rocking.
Yeah, whole Texas. Houston was busting. Dallas was
I ain't
busting.
go to Houston. It was too wild for me, but Dallas was nice.
And I don't think Atlanta ever shut down.
Nah, Atlanta was lit. I was out there too. I was jumping on that road, boy.
Yes,
Either
sir.
jumping on the road or taking a flight. But
Yes,
nah,
sir.
man, the city was popping. I was everywhere, from the west side to the south side to the north side. I was going. And that shit was lit though. The city was lit. Outside was even litter because you can go anywhere, any park. It's
Yeah, so there was nobody there.
what?
The police were scared to get too close.
What? They would get no fuck ass at some point. You feel me?
What would you say is your greatest mistake that you gained the most from?
My greatest mistake that I gained something from? Shit. My greatest mistake that I've gained something from. Man, taking a chance on myself.
Yes, sir.
Taking a chance on myself and knowing that this shit might not work.
Yes, sir. Still taking that leap.
Yep, that's it. That's like you just finna like close your eyes and just fuck it. You at the ledge. What more do you have to lose? Cause you done been in shit before. I've been indicted on drug charges before. So it's like you took a chance there.
Mm-hmm.
What other chances do you know what's coming if you go back this way? You could feed if this shit hit. If this shit hit.
Yeah.
Your family, your friends, and what you can do for others.
Yes, sir.
It's up.
I was gonna ask what gives you the energy to feel like, okay, let me just take this leap, but you just illustrated it right there. We come from a situation to where we are taking a risk. This city, just walking down the street and going to the store is a risk.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I'm putting myself at risk every day, all day doing this. Man, let me pick up this camera. Let me take this flight.
Let me try.
Yeah.
Because I know if I try, shit, I can get up and I can do something else.
Hell yeah.
But if I go back this way,
I'm stuck in that lane.
I'm stuck in that lane, and my chances are slim.
And also, I'm leading other people down that lane too. Whoever looking up to me, who think I'm their big homie, now he want to walk in these footsteps.
You feel me? It's crazy because I got cousins. I don't have no kids, but I got a ton of little cousins and nieces and nephews.
And you they famous uncle?
I'm just their uncle. You feel me? And they just looking at me like my sisters tell me all the time. My sisters, shit, you the only motherfucker in the family that have a dream and went after it. That shit fucked me up. Like, damn, thinking about it, kind of right. Ain't nobody really chasing, what they really want to do. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers that really want to act. How many of them really got up and was like, let me go find an acting school?
Facts, that part.
Like, I started off doing radio in Champaign. When I after getting in trouble and shit, you can ask anybody in Champaign or Urbana if you meet them, they'll tell you. I used to have the studio at the post office. It's a motherfucking studio. I don't know if it's still there. But I used to have all the street niggas in there with me. Cause we ain't have no real place to kick it. So all my guys, we'll be up in this motherfucking radio station chilling. There's 30, I'm at the board, and it's about 15 to 30 niggas behind me drinking Blue Label gin. And they just talking, having their own conversations in the back while I'm on air. And all I'm playing is Gangster Grills mixtapes. I'm playing DJ Holiday mixtapes, DJ Sean shit, DJ Sean Mack shit, you feel me? I'm playing mixtape shit, it's all on the app. And then you get niggas that rap in the town, I'm playing they shit first. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because at that time, Champaign really didn't have a real strong hip-hop radio station. You know what I mean? At that time, I was the first.
I think a lot of these small towns, even though Champaign is not that small of a town, but a lot of these areas that's not Chicago get overlooked.
Yeah.
But I think that's where the gold is at. Because, okay, I be in Bloomington a lot.
Right.
And, to me, Bloomington is what Chicago was 100 years ago, but we got today's technology.
Right.
They got all this land, all these opportunities. We just ain't got the Sears Tower there yet. We ain't got, O'Hare and all this other stuff there yet.
But it can be.
And that's my point.
Champaign just got its first airport. You feel me? Without the U of I, Champaign is just without the U of I and Parkland, Champaign is just a regular town.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
And that's how I look at these cities, these towns or whatever, because it's like, if you're planning for the future, why not plant your seeds down in a place like that to where there's not too much competition? Chicago, everybody doing everything.
Right.
But out there in these small towns, go out there, plant your feet, start your radio station like they just did, and that's what gives you a mean foundation.
I mean, what the thing too is, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money in those towns. Like you said, and the cost of living.
Cheap as hell.
It's cheap as hell.
Everything closer, gas cheaper.
Everything. So you get that, you get down there. So at first, I used to hate it. Shit, I hated that shit for so long until you actually understand what's going on down there. Once you understand what's going on down there and don't get caught up in the shit, you'll be straight. But at the same time too, it's a lot of women down there. If you single, go down there, fellas.
Yes, sir, definitely. And they not women who bred off the block.
On the real, but no, man, the college towns, because they got a college down there too, in Bloomington, right?
They got, there's 5 colleges. You got ISU, you got
ISU.
Westland, you got...
ISU is one of the top schools for journalism.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, how many people that's writing for ESPN, Rolling Stone, how many of these writers actually went to down to school down there? You know what I mean?
And then flourished.
And yeah, but you know what I mean? The thing we have to do as black people, we have to learn to come back sometimes. You know what I mean?
But it's a lot of trauma in where we come from, so a lot of times a nigga be trying to run away from that. So it's hard to come back and face.
I mean, you come back and you just show people. You ain't got to stay there. Just come through. You know what I mean? Just come through real quick. Just show like, listen, go speak at a high school. Go speak at an elementary school. Just go speak and let people know I'm from here too. And this is what you could be this. If you just stay focused on what you need to focus on, man. Because Bloomington, Tony Romo used to play for, Tony Romo went to Charleston. He went to the EIU.
I didn't know that.
Tony Romo went to the EIU.
That's dope.
So, I mean, don't nobody know that.
We got a lot of hidden gems coming from about our shit.
My PE teacher down in Champaign, he played for the Bears. What was the fuck that nigga name? CJ Caroline, I think that was his name, Mr. Caroline, I think that's his name. He played for the Bears years ago, back when they didn't have real helmets. But you feel me? But the fact that this nigga, listen, when I found out he was my PE teacher, I'm like, you play for the Bears? Shit, nigga, I'm trying to play football every day. I want to show you I know how to do this shit so you can train me. You train me, you hear me?
Yeah.
Man, shit, it's so much though in Champaign, man. It's a lot of money down there, and shit. Like that's why I say too. Like at some point, it just won't be Chicago. We'll be able to help the whole state of Illinois, and then we'll go from Illinois to helping the whole Midwest region.
And that's kind of how I move in a sense. Like I'm from the hood, from Chicago, East Side, but I moved to Bloomington when I was 15. I've been back and forth since then, and it's like, okay, I'm from Chicago and I'm from Bloomington. So let me put on for Chicago and put on for Bloomington.
Yeah.
So I got foundations on both. Okay, now I get some notoriety in Chicago. It's going to be worth more in Bloomington. So let me take my notoriety from Chicago to Bloomington and let me build up Bloomington.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You got to. And pull people with you. You feel me?
Yeah, always.
It's crazy because a lot of the rappers here that I see, some rappers here, I see from Champaign, and let me holler if you need me.
Yes, sir.
Holler if you need me. And that's anywhere in Illinois. Anywhere in the Midwest region. Like if y'all from anywhere, I fucks with you. I fucks with anybody and everybody that want to do something great.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Who try to, like say your people saying you the first person in the family who going after their dreams.
Yeah. And you can't, and this shit come with ups and downs.
Yeah.
This shit come with ups and downs. You just gotta stay focused, man. You gotta stay focused because there's gonna be a lot of distractions. Everything gonna try to knock you from out your way. You know what I mean? Knock you off your shit. You just gotta stay focused, man. But nah, man, I wanna be what fucking Atlanta is to the South. I wanna be what Jay Prince is to Texas. You know what I mean? Like when motherfuckers come to Chicago, they have to know like this is where you have to go.
You should check in Illanoize Radio.
You gotta go through Illinois. Stop through Illinois. Stop through Illinois everywhere. Even if you're in the Midwest region, stop through Illinois.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I want to be that hub. You know what I mean for the Midwest.
And it takes all of us to push behind.
You know?
If I see you close to the rim, I'm gonna throw the ball to you. Dunk that motherfucker.
But think about it though. Like think about this, right? How many rappers from California and Texas that we will never hear? But when we go down there, they them niggas.
Mac Dre. A lot of niggas still don't know who Mac Dre is. But the Bay, you go to the Bay, you diss Mac Dre, they fucking you up.
But you gotta think about it though too. Them niggas over there in California, they can do a whole tour in California. You know how many cities and shit they got over there? They can do a whole tour out there and shit be real. You feel me? A whole tour. Texas. Motherfucker do a whole tour in Texas.
The whole time, I think when you name all those artists, we can do the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we want to create. You know what I mean? We want to be able to create a circuit where motherfucker can go from Peoria, Chicago, Champaign, Elgin, Waukegan, you feel me? Indianapolis,
So
St. Louis, Carbondale.
So then we already got the circuit created. We just got to do it.
You gotta find connections.
But see, that's the thing. The connections is in your internet. See how we've never met before today.
Right.
You feel me? And the way we connected was because of the internet.
For sure.
I will get on this motherfucker and I will hit everybody from each one of those cities you named, and I will pull up. Me and my little brother, my little homie, we just drove to Memphis to pull up on Crunchy Block.
Oh, for sure.
On some, I'm gonna be down there. No, bro, just send me the money right now. No, I'm gonna pull up because most people be talking. I'm gonna pull up. I have no problem. You tell me right now, okay, we got an opportunity in St. Louis who can stretch this thing out just to St. Louis, even if we only get 10 followers, 10 viewers.
Let's do it.
Exactly. Pop it out right now. We're on. But
Shout out to St. Louis, because there's a lot of rappers that drove up here to get on Illinois from St. Louis.
oh, that's hard.
St. Louis, North Carolina.
You got people driving from the Louis coming from North Carolina. That's hard right there.
Allentown, shout out to Black Drake from Allentown, Pennsylvania, who flew in to do a freestyle. But it's you have to do, because my goal is to do a tour. I want to do a tour. You know what I mean? I want to do more tours. I want to help, man. That's it. I just want to help the culture. I want to do whatever I can to help the culture.
You sound like me. That's always been me since a kid. I grew up in the slums, not the slums, but I grew up with movies doing a lot of wild, crazy stuff. And that's all I ever really want to do. Because I don't think that we got to live a certain way. If I push to help, you probably get past the BS, and now you in the great zone.
Right.
But on the lighter notes, because we've been...
Hey, it's a good interview. I can do this shit all day.
Yes,
It's very rare that I get interviews, man.
But that's why I do it.
You know what I mean? It's very rare motherfuckers say, John, let me interview you. So I be like, shit, alright.
Because I want all the perspectives. I want the side of the person who's getting interviewed, and I also want the person who's interviewing.
Okay.
Because in the end, still sharp and still.
Facts.
So let's help one another.
This is a Chicago shirt I got on right now.
Who that is?
Oh shit, I forgot. I don't know.
We gotta put them up there. I'm gonna take a picture of that.
I gotta look at my phone. I gotta look at my phone. That's what I gotta do.
Is all you wear Chicago stuff?
All I try to wear is Chicago shit. I normally have I got my Yankees hat on because I couldn't find my Dope Boy 365 hat. Yeah, my
That was disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No. I ain't really see it when I saw it. I ain't know what hat I grabbed. I thought I grabbed I was looking for my 365 Dope Boy hat. Another designer from Chicago.
365 Dope Boy?
Yeah.
I like that name. It gives me a vibe like the 365 should be on the rim.
It's I forgot what he got on that. It's like the world spinning in some shit. Like it's nice though. I fuck with Chicago designers. I try to wear a lot of it.
Yeah, I like to support. I definitely like to support our people, leaders.
Especially when I'm on the show, because you get to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like to wear a lot of that shit.
Like I said, I'm gonna take a picture before you go, and that's gonna be the main picture. Once I'm gonna put it on Instagram and all that, and that's gonna be the main picture. We're gonna tag Buddy, whoever his design is.
Hell yeah. I mean, what's some of the things? I'm gonna ask you a question if you don't mind.
Shoot, go ahead.
What's some of the things musically that you've seen change in Chicago in the last 10 years?
10. Ooh, it's been drastic changes. When did Keep Them come out? Around 10 years ago?
10 years ago. 2011, 12.
We promote way more gang violence in music than ever before. It was always little hints here and there. Now you got GDK, BDK. It's everybody's an op now. We smoking on dead people.
Okay, another question. Do we promote it or do social media promote it?
We promote it and social media promote it. We promote it by saying it. By playing, not just saying it, by playing it.
Right. I feel you. But that's always been the culture of Chicago.
But that don't mean it's been right.
I'm not saying it's right. The era you and I come in, the city was way more segregated, right? That
whole 80s, 90s.
The 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. This shit was segregated.
Yeah.
Well, probably like the early 2000s.
Yeah, because the internet wasn't there yet.
It would be rare you would see one of the moles hanging with some of the GDs.
Yeah, early 2000. You're right. Yeah.
Right? Now you seeing everybody hang out with each other. You'll see a bunch of niggas hanging out with each other and they'll still say what they say amongst. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether if they BD or they GD, they gonna say
Some disrespectful shit to the other side.
yeah. But it's just, I know you ain't talking about
It's not intentionally disrespecting nobody. It's just, like you say, our culture.
Yeah, it's like this. Like, they might not like certain crews. That don't mean they don't like certain gangs.
True. Because it's...
And it make it look like a big ass BDGD thing.
But it's really just,
This
this
crew
BD
like
don't
that.
like this BD. Yeah.
This BD don't like this GD.
Yeah.
But sometimes it be, this BD don't like this BD. It be like that too.
Yeah.
But they
That's
hang around a lot of GDs. They hang around a lot of
So now it seemed like...
It seemed like it's that, but this shit really not that.
Does the politics in Chicago alter like who you interview on your show?
Hell no.
My dog, I love that.
Hell no. Because, I mean, I wouldn't be able to be who I am if it was. Like, I wouldn't be able to... How can I be for Chicago and be for the culture if I let this shit get in the way of what we trying to do?
That
You know what
part.
I mean? Like, shit, we play everything and everybody.
Yes,
The only we don't pick sides. We not playing sides. We not gonna promote none of that shit y'all talking about. You know what I mean? Like I go through the music submission. We listen to that shit. Like I ain't an airhead. I know what words.
Yeah,
y'all
I was gonna offend somebody else.
Yeah, I'm not trying to offend them. Cause gotta think about it. If I allow this record to play, I have to be allowed. I have to allow the other side.
Tell their story too. Yeah.
And then if I allow you to come up here and I allow you to disrespect somebody, I have to allow them to come up here.
And get a shoot that shot if they want to. Yeah.
I have to. But then
That's sparking BS. That's putting fuel to the fire.
exactly. So now I have to, it's a professional line. You know what I mean? You want your mamas to see this interview. You gotta be able to take this shit to record labels. This is a business. You gotta conduct yourself as such.
So you just made me think about something. I have an adult filmstress who I'm going to interview, and you just said my mama going to watch this interview. And it just made me think like,
you raw. On phone, yeah, you raw.
gee, we try to go crazy.
I used to want to be a porn star. Shout out to Tyomi, GlenRodica101.com, man.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh man, she a sex expert and a therapist, man.
You putting us on to a lot of people today.
I used to, man, listen, if y'all go to the website, go through her website, y'all probably see some tutorials with me in it, you know. But yeah.
Not tutorials with you in it, huh?
Yeah. For sure. Now you lit though. You got the sex, yeah.
I'm trying to look, bro. I'm trying to go all around. I want to get Kid Ken on here. You know the boy who he's flamboyant as hell.
Hey yo, Shorty, listen. Shorty could fucking spit.
Yeah, whole time. Shorty is actually nice with the rap.
Shorty could fucking spit.
It's just the topics. I'm not really
Listen.
on the topics.
Shorty hard.
Pause.
No Sandusky. We gotta get behind him.
Yeah, no question. No
We
question.
gotta support that. We gotta support because lyrically he nice, man. And you know what I mean? A lot of niggas nice. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
Coming from, you know.
Yeah, the vibe. He's driving down. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard a rapper from that community that could really get down.
Mm-hmm.
Shorty could get down. Shout out to DJ Shine and it's DJ Shine and what's bro name?
Reese?
Nah, it's DJ Shine. It's on DJ Shine album. Shit. I can't think of this nigga name. That's fucked up. It's fucking my head.
I wish I could help you, dog.
But it's Kid Ken on DJ Shine's album. And he's on there. And that shit's so fucking hard. It's one of the hardest songs I've heard. And it upsets me that song ain't been played in clubs in Chicago.
So we still ain't made it to the, like, we still ain't been ourselves just yet.
Okay.
Like, we still worried about what dude them thinking about. And even though we quote unquote grown, I say we, I mean all of us as multitude, we still worried about what this guy's gonna think if I'm playing this. You know what I mean? When it's still art, it's all art. You know, I love the fact that the kid gets to live out loud. It was a point in time where someone would have to hide themselves, hide who they are, because how the world is gonna view them, how the world's gonna treat them. I appreciate that this young man, this young person, he ain't gotta live in the shell.
Yeah, I ain't know he was that fucking young.
I don't know how old he is.
I mean, he probably like, well, when I first came across him, he was about 14, 15, I think. Shit, I'm like, damn, this nigga rapping like a grown man. It was not till like, I think he did a RIP to Zach. I think he did a Zach interview or something.
He probably did.
I think he did a Zach interview or something. He did an interview with somebody, and then I saw it. I'm like, oh, but shit, the nigga nice. Can't knock that. The nigga can rap.
No, you definitely can't. And like I said, I do want to get him up here. And you brought up Zach. So a lot of people were trying to say, I've interviewed people and they all bring it up, and they were trying to toss it out like the reason, not saying that we know the reason behind him losing his life, but part of the reason because he kept integrating with so many different crews. And that's why I asked people, like, do you let politics alter who you interview? Because he was bouncing from this person to this person to this person. And some people look at it as if that's one of the reasons why he could have lost his life.
I don't think that was the case. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, he was doing his job. You know, he's a journalist. He's supposed to be able to give everybody a voice.
Facts.
If he's not doing his job, if he being one-sided. I mean, if he's not interviewing everybody, he's damaging the culture, right? He's not giving people the voice, the platform to speak, especially if they hot. Yeah, think about it, man. Zach was doing some shit that a lot of motherfuckers still ain't able to do.
Real shit.
That lane is still wide the fuck open. Look how many people he done birthed. Look, without Zach TV, it's no Say Cheese.
Wow. Wow, I ain't even never looked at it like that, because you ain't never.
Without Zach, it's no truth
Say
teller.
Cheese, and Say Cheese is huge.
Without Zach, it's no Say Cheese. It's no truth teller. It's no fucking anybody that got a camera that's pulling up to niggas' houses or just doing like no offense to you, but you probably be doing something else.
Facts. You ain't never lied. No, I don't take offense to nothing.
But I'm just saying, like, Zach got people that actually, you know what I mean? Like, even the hood, like, he got niggas pulling up to the hood. Like, Zach pulling up to the hood, to the trenches. Zach was pulling up places, and I like to go a lot of places, like, and there's places where I'd be like, Zach, you know, you're tough. But nah, he would pull up and he would get the stories that people wanted to hear. And he would get the shit that the streets wanted to know, and that the streets only knew about. Like, Zach kept people up on, like, what the fuck was going on in the streets.
For real.
Like, you knew who was into it.
Off the Zach move.
Yeah. So you knew, like, all right, if you was a show promoter, you would watch a Zach joint to like, all right, I can't have him on stage on the same ticket with him.
Because of Zach.
Zach was doing a fucking amazing job, man. Zach did a lot of shit for the city, man.
He definitely did.
And for the artists. You know what I mean?
It's sad he had to lose his life so early.
Yeah, the nigga was a hood reporter. He even did the shit on the girl that was locked in the freeze box and shit. The story.
Yeah, what was her name? I can't remember her name. I know you're talking about.
I forgot her shit, but he was doing shit that was.
He went to the hotel type of shit.
He was doing some real fucking journalism work. So, like, you can't say what he was doing got him. That shit, that shit weird. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
For people to say that, man, you know, we just live in a city sometimes where you just have to be cautious of your surroundings. You know what I mean?
We definitely in a wild city.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta act out, man. Listen, when you leave the clubs, just go.
Yeah, ain't no lamp, ain't none of that. Ain't no none of that.
Make sure you're safe at all times, man. Make it back. Everybody's mission is to make it home.
You said something that was real though. Without Zach, chances are I wouldn't be doing this. Like, to keep it funky, chances are I wouldn't. When I first picked up my first camera, I had just got back from like Paris or something like that.
Damn, nigga, you went to Paris?
I've been to Paris a few times.
Damn, niggas in Paris for real, huh?
For real.
Oh,
Hold on,
let me going to Paris, my nigga.
Flex a little bit.
Flex, man.
You see this? This is
raggedy.
This is raggedy, boy.
Okay, listen
It's
here.
gonna get laminated.
Hey, listen here. You put out his passport on me here.
But no, though. So I had just went to Paris before I ever picked up the camera. I had just got back from Paris. It's like 2017.
one of the little homies walk up, he got a camera. And this is around the time somebody had stole Zach's situation.
Right,
and
they broke into his car.
Yeah, broke into his car, something like that. And I was already in the mix. I had a relationship with people, so I had called his phone or text his phone, whatever I did. Like, bro, I got somebody with a camera right now. I ain't gonna tell you who it is, but if this yours, let me know. We'll bring it to you, type shit, you know. He like, nah, that wasn't mine, or whatever. It was all peace, all love. We just left it at that. But I bought the camera that day. Once we found that it wasn't his, bought it, picked it up, and from there it was on. And now here it go. That was the first one that I bought off the streets. That's the second one right there. This is the third one right here.
Oh.
And now we just slowly but surely, we going. And without Zach being who he was, showing like, okay, this can be done within our city.
Yeah. Think about it, man. Zach was going to fucking New York.
Yes, sir.
Zach was going all, motherfuckers was calling Zach ass everywhere. Like he was doing his fucking thing.
Yes, sir.
But he opened up these lanes for artists, man. I mean, for other cameramen to do that and do interviews, 16 shots. He opened it. It's a lane he opened, but you know they don't do it with the same heart. You know?
Yeah. I see a lot of people trying to get like the notoriety off of it. I honestly don't even like to be seen. I don't even care to be on camera.
Right.
You can rarely even catch a picture of me on Instagram. So it's like,
yeah, I was trying to find one day. Man, what the nigga look like?
Yeah. And most people don't know what I look like.
I was looking up your hashtags and shit. I ain't never seen this nigga before in my life, huh? No, I'm fucking with you though, bro.
No, I like to keep it low though. But a lot of people do things for the notoriety. It's not for the love of it. And,
right.
And it kind of stunts their growth in a sense.
Right. I don't even like the attention. I don't. I like to do my part and I like to chill. I go out to events, I be in a cut. People don't even recognize me half of the time.
Yes, sir. I like to keep it
You know
up.
what I mean?
Do not know who I am.
I be cooling, bro. I just be like chilling.
You think that's a Chicago thing?
What?
That we really don't like the limelight like that?
I don't think it's that, because it's not the fact that we don't like the limelight. I think it's the attention that comes with it sometimes.
And what comes with the attention?
Yeah, you know, sometimes motherfuckers, everybody, you know, it's just weird shit. But me, I'm just cool. I just be want to chill. I just be want to catch authentic genuineness when I'm around people. You feel me? So that's why I prefer to just be laid back. Like, you know what I mean? Because if I see somebody in a spot and it's a networking event, you will feel the energy of somebody you need to be in contact with. I just don't want to be in contact with you because I know who you are.
Right, because it seems...
And I'm a benefit, and I get the benefit off of what you're doing. No, I want to meet somebody genuinely. And if I bump into somebody and we have a conversation, and homie got 12 followers, but the ideas he got, and the love he got for the culture is that, bro, how you doing?
Yes, sir.
Fuck with me, bro. Fuck with you back, type shit.
That's why I'm glad the relationship that I just call with Panamera P is like that, because I didn't hit him up because he's a dope artist and nothing like that. I knew nothing about him.
Yeah.
I just reached out and
he a real nigga.
Definitely.
Bro, I swear, right? When I started Home with Drill, right? If y'all can go back on YouTube, y'all can look this shit up. I swear to God. I heard Panamera P, he dropped the mixtape with Don Cannon. I heard it. Sent them an email for an invitation to be on Home with Drill. Right? I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna be doing. I told him to pick the location. He picked Navy Pier. We get on the roller coaster, on the little Ferris wheel, do the interview on that. You feel me?
That's hard. I gotta check that out.
The nigga scared of heights though. You feel me? So the nigga was bugged out. But the fact that he did it, you feel me? He came through, showed love. But the day before, probably like 2 days before the interview, I was with Tony Cartel. Tony was at Complex. Shout out to Merck. I was at Complex, and he like, I'm at the studio for the shout out to P. I'm like, P, Panamera P? Yeah, say less, I'm on my way. Because I gotta meet him, because I gotta interview him in a couple of days. And I tell you, that nigga work ethic was something I ain't never seen before in my life, bro. That nigga did about 12 songs within an hour that I was there.
Damn.
Him and Reem was just going in and out. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? Then we went downstairs to do a smoke break. And I'm like, shit. hell yeah, you ready for the interview? And he looked at me, interview. I said, yeah. Home with Drake, nigga, that's you. That interview, he said, nigga, the email was professional as hell.
Yes, sir.
On everything. And shit, like, yeah, bro. And after that, I just been locked in with bro. Ever since.
Yeah, he definitely give off
No, he a real nigga, man.
Yeah.
Him, Jilla, like I say, like, these niggas are real niggas, man. It's a lot of real niggas out here.
I gotta get Jew on the show. He already said we down, but I just gotta set it up as far as time. I got it's a lot going on right now.
Yeah. You busy.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Reach out to him, man. Reach out. It's a lot of more. Shit, like, you got a nigga named, hold on, who you got? Young TT Nice.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, he was supposed to do one a few days ago. Bro, I haven't had sleep. Yesterday was the first time I had sleep in like 4-5 days.
Oh, damn.
He was supposed to do one, I want to say 3-4 days ago. It's on my calendar.
Young TTYP. You got YP on here.
You talking about
Wood Jones.
From yeah, he was the first one who did out Chicago when the drill era started.
YP.
Yeah.
Niggas sleep on YP.
I ain't heard nothing from him in a minute. I ain't heard he still drops.
Hell yeah, I just saw him. I bumped into him at the fucking Currency concert a few weeks ago, a month ago. He back. Fly Skins is bubbling. Fly Skins got one of the. He got the shit. The streets going crazy right now. This Live from the Trenches remix he got with Bunk J, Fat Money, Young TT, and I don't know if I don't want to mess up homie name, but I think it's King Denzel or something. King Diesel.
King Diesel. Yeah. Oh yeah. I seen that the other day. Yeah.
Yo, King Diesel. I need to tap in with him because everything I've heard from him so far is shorty been walking on shit. So I got to tap in with him. But that's how it work though. Like, right? I see niggas work ethic, and I just wanna help. How can I help? How can we push? How can we get behind your shit? You know what I mean? And that's what it really be, bro. How can we push? How can we help you? What can we do to get you to the next level?
Yes, sir. That's my thing.
That's all it be, bro. Put you in a good light. Put a motherfucker in a good light. But
you think Ty Money slept on?
No, hell no. Ty Money ain't slept on.
In our city, what about the world?
Hell no.
You think they know Shorty in the country, in the world?
Listen. When niggas like Pusha T mention your names in interviews.
Yes, sir. I love that.
Listen, and it's more than once. It's more than one time. Your name is being mentioned more than one time. His name is being mentioned in conversations. Every time, all the time. He's not being slept on. It's just now. Shit is going his way. Shit is gonna go his way.
It's going there now. He hasn't reached that peak
He's
yet.
been there for the few since Cinco de Mayo 2.
I've been telling niggas he's the coldest ever in Chicago since
Since Cinco de Mayo 2, Shorty been lit.
Shorty got that shit.
Shorty been lit since Cinco de Mayo 2. Like that nigga. After that, it's been some shit. You feel me? He got it. He been mentioning the double XLs and the shit like that. Shorty ain't slept on.
There's something about Chicago that keep producing all this legendary stuff. Cause we mentioned the Ty Moneys, we mentioned the Bump J's, King Louis, Chief Keef, Crucial Conflict, Psychodrama, Kanye, Polo Jones, Polo G. We got so many legendary situations, and to me, it's treated like it's a normal, regular thing, like it's supposed to happen.
Jeremiah.
So many names we didn't even mention.
Think about it.
Tink.
Before Tink, think about it. Before Dirk, Jeremiah was the face of the city. He was the only nigga.
Yeah.
He was the only nigga in the top 10s of other radio stations.
That R&B wave was there.
Yeah, he did. It was nobody else on the radio holding the city down outside of Jeremiah. Then you got Hitmaker.
I be forgetting he from Chicago.
Yeah.
We got so much. G.
But that's the thing. Like the face of the city is always gonna be in the game. It's just in what part.
And I don't think that we really got one solid face. Like, okay, well, not too many people got really one solid face. But the New York's got the Jay-Z's and the umbrella that fall up under him. The Atlanta got the Futures. Chicago got...
We got Ye. We got Common.
So, but who really...
We got Dirk now. We got Polo.
Dirk now, yeah.
We got Polo G. If we talking present day, we got Polo G. We got Dirk.
But to me, like, when I say the Jay-Z and all that, like, you can almost incorporate everybody under Jay-Z. But when you say Dirk, it's like a line that stops. You ain't gonna be able to get to this side. You know what I mean?
But then, see, it was supposed to be Bump.
Yes.
If Bump don't go to jail, G.
And him and Kanye mesh. Because him and Kanye was in it already.
Yeah. If Bump don't go to, this is always the mind, and no disrespect. If Bump don't go to jail, Tip wouldn't be as hot as he is.
Facts. Rick Ross neither.
No. Bump was the hottest. Bump contract was the second highest contract since 50 Cent. They offered that man, Leo gave that man a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Leo Corners gave that man a bag, you hit me?
He knew what was coming.
What? They was behind that nigga. And Ye was the hottest thing smoking, so you got Ye as your producer.
And Ye vouching for him on interviews.
What? Had him on my MTV, my diary and everything, boy. And then this nigga Bump G, this nigga was in McDonald's commercials.
He got $1 million deal. He was at 2K. $1 million deal for 2K.
The nigga was on fucking The Game. He was on fucking Midnight Club Edition.
All type of shit.
Hold on. G, niggas don't understand. Nigga, Bump got a song with Rick James.
I ain't know that.
Bump got a song with Rick James. I'm Rick James, bitch. Bump got a song with Rick James, son. That's the illest shit in the world. You can't, nigga, what? I got a song with Rick James,
Rick,
bitch.
that nigga.
You hear me?
Rick was that nigga.
Lock me down, cuff me up, some, baby, I'm on the run.
Okay.
And I can't stop now. That shit was
I
hard.
probably remember that.
That shit was
all the
hard.
way.
Listen, I'm telling you, I was a Bump head back in the day.
Yeah.
I listen to Bump today.
Yeah, definitely. He got some shit, the one that it never really came out. You can only find it on YouTube. This is the life. Ain't no stopping. The champagne from popping, the draws from dropping. Rick Ross took that song because he got locked up like right after that.
Damn.
It was him and Trey Songz.
Damn.
And then they flipped it and gave it to Rick Ross because he ended up getting booked. But the Rick Ross one was trash.
Yeah.
The Bump one was hard.
Shit, Bump had the Hustling beat before Rick Ross hit it.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Hell yeah, him and Brain Hustler. My baby mama cousin come from out of town. He want a couple grams of soft and 100 grams of brown. What's wrong with this fool? You ain't my family clown. My baby mama riding with me. We laying his ass down. You best to go back to where you came from. Tell your auntie if you love him, come and get your cudgel before I change him. Oh, man, they went crazy.
Logan was talking that.
Hey, they some dogs, you hear me? I remember trying to sneak in the club. They came down to Champagne one time. I was like 14.
Trying to get up in there.
Man, we was bad as hell too. Me and my peoples, we was bad as hell. We thought we was them niggas down there. You ain't gonna let us in, nigga?
We from Chicago.
No, hell no. We wasn't saying that shit.
Y'all was saying you was repping that shit in Florida.
Hell no. Cause niggas, so the thing was, shit, everybody that come from Chicago, you know, everybody from Chicago in those little towns, you feel me? So shit, it got to a point where shit, niggas thought just cause you was from Chicago, you was tough. And it's like, nigga, if I'm from Chicago, you from Chicago, what we doing? What's up? So now it was like, shit, you know, that's a whole other story for a whole other time, man. But no, I'm a peaceful brother now. So no, I tried to sneak in that motherfucker because I wanted to see them niggas, man. They was in the camp.
Bumpman was superstar to us.
I'm a bro. They were superstars, bro. Maybe that was like, because I was like, shit, nigga, they rapping this shit. I know all the blocks they name it.
Yeah, Chappelle. We used to be on setting Chappelle.
My auntie still over there. My auntie been over there since they moved. My grandmother's mother and all my cousins and shit grew up over there. On my mama's side grew up over there. So
y'all gotta get Shake on the show. That's Bump brother.
I've been trying.
Bro be on the move right now.
I know. Me and Shake is a real one, bro. Shake,
no question, real.
Shake a real one, bro. Me and Shake was on the phone for a minute, because we tried to set up the interview, but he was on tour at the time. He had to go to do a show. He had to hit Detroit for a show with Dreezy. But yeah, man, Shake gave me some motherfucking jewels, man, in that phone conversation me and him had, man. And I respect the fuck out of Shake, man. Yo, I watch Shake, bro. Like, I literally watch Shake, bro. Like, I ain't never met the man. I ain't never have a conversation to him until like a few months ago. And but before then, like, I always knew who he was. Like I said, I'm a fan of Bump. So I did my research on everybody. Like, you feel me? Once I got into radio, and I'm like, shit, my first interview gotta be a Bump interview. That was all I wanted, was a Bump interview. I wanted some exclusives. But you know what I mean? So I always saw who was always tweeting and who always was saying free him and shit before he came home. But I was watching Shake early on because he was doing all the parties and shit around the city. Like, I think he was like a promoter at first. But yeah, man. And when I finally got to talk to him, man, that nigga just a genuine cool nigga, bro.
He definitely is.
Like when I got to talk to him on the phone, I ain't get to meet him yet, but yeah, I can't wait to sit down with him because he got. I know he know like the history of music and shit. Like, I can't wait to pick his brain.
Whole time he behind a lot of shit that we don't even know.
That's why I want to pick his brain.
What's doing that? I think he broke Hitler, whatever his name. I think he did that. He broke Bump for sure. He I saw one of the interviews we did. He got Dirk to one of his first Bulls game. I think he gave Dirk a rape for his, not gave it to him, but let him hold the rape for his birthday. Just he behind the scenes heavy, like real.
But that's what you need. But we don't have, see, the thing like that is niggas like Shake, bro, need to be put on a pedestal, bro, because we don't have that here. We don't have that. Like, that's a nigga in the city. We need more. We need more Shakes, bro.
Right. That's why I brought him up. You made me text him. I had to text him, just let him know, bro, big dog, you're a real nigga. And like, I think what we're missing is what this is, like the media outlets, because we don't got the big homies who don't got this, got that. The internet is what's controlling the kids. Right. And if we control media and control the internet, I ain't saying control their minds or nothing like that. Instead of putting the Hennessy in the cup, we put some alkaline water in the cup. Right. You know what I mean?
But then we don't have people speaking on people either, like, you know what I mean? Respectfully.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, like, you know, doing this whole interview, I done bigged up like 35,000 people.
50,000 motherfuckers.
You feel me? So it's like, shit, this is what we got to do. Because now people going to watch this interview, they're going to want to know.
Who are these people?
Who are these people? Let me go do my research. And that's what we got to do. We got to start bigging up people, bro. Bigging up the right people, too, you know?
And the kids going to start knowing it's okay to give a man flowers.
Give a man their flowers. Give niggas their flowers. Give these women their flowers. Because there's some dope-ass women out here.
It definitely is.
Like the Tribe, they hard. The Tribe, Tiffany, them, they going crazy.
You put me on the Tribe.
The Tribe is one of the tough, man, they hard. They're a media outlet. A media outlet. 2 women, 2 black women. Doing their
what are you talking about? Light-skinned, let me see. She hit me the other day. I know you're talking about. What's her name? Joy or something? Joyce?
No, not Joyce. She's dope too, though. She's dope too. She does radio. I think she does radio and PR work. The Joyce you talking about, Joyce J. I think that's her name.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. She dope. She do her thing. You know what I mean? She out here, dope as fuck. You feel me? The Tribe doing their fucking thing. But like I said, man, we just gotta. It's a lot of just motherfuckers just coming together pushing.
I saw an interview you did with Diamond Doshie the other day.
Folks, Crow, that's my nigga.
Yeah, I've never met her before.
Right.
But I actually, she's coming. She'll be here in actually 20 minutes.
Okay.
I fucks with the vibe that she dish off. I know a lot of us men ain't standing strong to what we supposed to be. We ain't stepping to the plate what we supposed to be doing.
Right.
And these women have to be more strong women. You know what I mean? Instead of like, it's a new thing now in a feminine, whatever they call it. Am I feminine something?
Feminist shit. I don't
something.
know.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I get you though.
And a lot of women haven't had the opportunity to be real women. They gotta damn near be a nigga, you know? Gotta be tough and all that. And to me, it's because men ain't stepping up to the plate. You got this woman working hella hours and ain't treating her like this, ain't treating her like that. So now you got these women, now she gotta be tough. Now she gotta be willing to punch a nigga. Nigga, you supposed to be punching niggas. You supposed to be out 50, 60 hours a week while she's in the crib making sure the crib good. And I think that's what's kind of messing up the kids coming up.
But the thing is, too, you know, you can blame one side, but it's both sides. You know what I mean? Because as a woman, as a queen, you're not supposed to settle for nothing that you don't. You know what I mean? That doesn't help you benefit you. You know what I mean? So for you to even give a guy a chance or to come into your circle, in your comfort zone, and you know he ain't right, that's your fault.
Right.
You feel me? I hear what you're saying, but shit, let's think about it, right? This shit been going on a long time ago, right? Men working hundreds of hours, coming home, breaking bread with wifey, right? It's the life that a lot of our grandparents and some parents lived on, right? But then you get the independent woman. I can do this by myself. I don't need no help. I got this. That mindset starts off at an early age. You feel me? A woman thinking like that, like, I don't need no nigga. I can do this shit by myself. So when the man come into their life, shit, like, you was already doing this shit when I got here. You know what I mean? That's how most niggas thinking, like, shit, you continue to do that shit without me. You don't need me. Because that same independent woman, think about it, right? This is just me thinking. I hear a lot of women on the internet saying they want a nigga to pay all the bills. They shouldn't have to do nothing. That's fine. I agree. If you living with a nigga and y'all got this life together where y'all taking care of this crib together, y'all married, y'all got a family y'all building, what part are you playing? Because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about nothing. If I pay all the bills in this house and I gotta get up and go to work, even if you gotta get up and go to work, even if you gotta get up and work and you had a hard day at work, if I get up at 5 o'clock, if I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, that means you gotta get up at 2:30 in the morning. Cause I still want breakfast when I get up in the morning and I need my lunch packed. How many women are doing that? How many women are making sure they niggas eat breakfast and have lunch before they go to work in the morning? If this nigga paying all the bills? Ain't no woman doing this. But then have to go, but then once they do that, they have to get the kids up, get the kids ready for school, and then drop the kid. Then the man, if the man won't have to, he take the kids to school on his way to work, or the woman do. But then when the woman get off of work, she got to go pick up the kids. Then she got to go home and prepare dinner. If this is the type of lifestyle you want a nigga to pay all the bills. You want a nigga to make sure you straight. You paying all the bills. If I'm paying all the bills, this is all. I shouldn't have to do nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about how bad your day was today. Why I ain't got no dinner when I come in this house?
If I'm paying, if you ain't got to lift the finger for real, if that money that you making is just extra.
And you got extra money to do whatever the fuck you want to do. That means you got money to do. I pay all the bills. I'm paying all the bills.
Have you ever been in a situation like that? Where you're paying all the bills?
No.
Because we're speaking hypothetically.
I got my own crib, my own house. I got my own shit.
So, okay, you got
So whatever I do is out of generosity.
All right, you got your own shit, everything right now. Okay. Let's say you bump into a woman and you feeling her. She's the one, you feel me? Baby, come move in with me.
Yeah.
Everything's already paid for on the
she's
situation.
Straight. I'm sure. If I could, I maintained this before I had you. Mm-hmm. Before you came here, I'm gonna maintain it with you. But these are some things now.
Now the career got to be spotted.
Now, since you here, you taking some weight off my shoulders. Cause now I don't have to. I don't have to do my laundry.
Yes,
I'm not cleaning up my dishes. What? Nigga better not miss a meal.
But see, that's kind of my point with this.
Takeout. I shouldn't even have to know what takeout food is anymore. If the Harold's closed up the street, I should find out until 3 years later. You hear me? What?
Hey, I should be losing weight because the food that you feed me should be healthy.
You should know. Blood pressure, all this shit, whatever a nigga got going on, I'm a healthy nigga sometimes.
But that's kind of what I'm getting at with this. It's like, that's more, to me, that's more valuable than having a woman having to get out here and go do all this other stuff. Because now, my eyes is on my eyes is on getting us into a better situation. You got my back. You know I ain't eating too much extra salt. You know I ain't eating too much extra sugar. And the food is good. And we coming together on this one path.
But how many women are moving like that though?
To me, it's because they don't know that there's value there. To me, the man don't know that there's value there.
Bam. So if a man don't know his value there, why would he pay all the bills? And if a woman don't know his value there, she's not trying to make sure he healthy.
Yeah. So
it's both ways.
Yeah, it's both sides.
It's both sides.
So how do we? Because in the end, to me, both sides are losing if it's all competition. She then competing for the job that I got now.
Everybody got to humble themselves. Humble yourself.
Are you willing to take that first step?
Hell yeah.
My dog.
I mean, I humbled myself already. I mean,
How so?
every man that knows what it's like to hustle, to know how it is to make their money on their own time and do whatever the fuck they want to do, to actually stop and get a job and
chase your dreams.
And chase your dreams. But you gotta think about it, people still chase their dreams too and still hustle. But at the same time, you have to chase your dreams and you still have to be humble in certain meanings. Like shit, I need help. Right. I need to link up with bro to make this dream work. You know what I mean? I got something I want to create. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Jeezy and Gucci had to humble themselves to come together to do verses.
Gucci still was talking that shit. Gucci wouldn't let up.
That shit was expected. That everybody, Jeezy knew what was gonna happen. Everybody knew what was gonna. That's why nothing popped off. If that shit was unexpected, that shit wouldn't have ended like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
He was bumping Jeezy on the way here.
For sure.
Definitely mature trap music.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. Though, like, humbling myself is nothing, bro. I'm a humble person. I know I'm not here to boast or brag about nothing. I'm a man. 24. I'm a man of respect.
And clearly secure with oneself. That's why you can humble yourself.
Exactly.
Fact. Okay.
So I don't have to worry about a female. Listen here. A woman gonna submit to a real man. Period.
No question.
And when you put that towel on her, it's gonna open.
That's the double bubble.
She gonna open up like a flower. You hear me? Right. And that's a lot of niggas' problems, man. They don't know how to listen. Just be you. Niggas be themselves. Niggas don't know how to be themselves without all that extra shit.
Yes, sir.
Remove the extra shit. Remove the cloud shit.
They change the clouds.
Who are you? Niggas don't know themselves, and a lot of women don't know themselves. So you get people that don't know how to, because they not comfortable with who they are. They don't think somebody else will be comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with myself. I was gonna wear Nike flip flops up in here. That's how comfortable I am.
I think this worked out well. You're comfortable. We all comfortable. We had a good talk.
Oh, for sure, man. I enjoyed this shit, man. You got a nice dig up here, man. You feel me? Anytime somebody want to interview me, man, I'm all for it.
I wish you would partake in shenanigans. We got the bottles in the cut.
Oh, listen. I'm gonna do that off. I'm like Kevin Hart. I'm a brand.
We can have you over here looking like.
I did that one time in an interview, dog, and I was all over the place.
Yes, sir.
So, nah, man.
Well, Illanoize Jones, we appreciate you not just for coming out. We appreciate who you are and what you represent. Thanks for being a stand-up gentleman.
Man, thank you, brother, for having me on your platform and giving me the opportunity to even speak to the people, man, and spread this dope shit, man. What you got going on is amazing. And shit, nigga, I got your back like a broad strap, man.
Yes, sir.
From now into the afterlife, nigga.
And I got you as well.
For sure, bro.
Peace and love, big dog.